Making headlines this hour, President reaffirms the deepening diplomatic relations between the Maldives and Italy on Italy's Republic Day. Maldives hold high-level discussions with Australia to strengthen defence cooperation between the two countries. And Parliament refers to the Judiciary Committee for review President's nominations for appointment to the Supreme Court.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to PSM News in English with me, Idham Naeem. President Dr. Mohamed Moise reaffirms the deepening diplomatic relations between the Maldives and Italy, underscoring recent developments in bilateral cooperation, particularly in tourism, culture and education. His remarks coincided with his felicitations to Italy on the occasion of its Republic Day.
President conveyed his sincere congratulations and best wishes to President Sergio Mattarella and Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, as well as the Italian government and its citizens. His greetings appeared in a post on his official X account and were supplemented by separate messages addressed to President Mattarella and Prime Minister Meloni. Italy's Republic Day carries significant historical weight, marking a defining moment in the nation's democratic evolution. President reflected on its broader significance, describing it as a testament to the Italian people's commitment to freedom and justice. His message also underscored the value of sustained diplomatic engagement, expressing confidence in the ongoing strengthening relations between the two nations. In his message to Prime Minister Meloni, President Moise acknowledged the Maldives' enduring partnership with Italy, rooted in diplomatic ties established in 1966. Italy's role in shaping the Maldivian tourism industry remains pivotal, the president noted, with the nations consistently ranking among the Maldives' top 5 tourism markets over the past 3 years. The president expressed his appreciation for Italy's continued contributions. His commitment to further enhancing bilateral cooperation was reiterated in his message to President Mattarella. He reaffirmed the Maldives' dedication to expanding diplomatic and economic collaboration, pledging to elevate the relationship in the years ahead. The president also extended his personal best wishes for the ongoing prosperity of the Italian people. Italy's Republic Day, observed annually on 2nd June, commemorates the historic referendum in which Italians voted to transition from a monarchy to a republic. The outcome of this landmark decision reshaped the nation's governance, laying the foundation for its modern democratic framework.
Maldives holds high-level discussions with Australia to strengthen defence cooperation and expand collaboration in tourism between the two countries. The discussions were held during the meeting between the Vice President Hussein Mohamed Latif and the visiting Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defence of Australia, Richard Marles, at the President's office on Monday morning. President's office said the Vice President and the Deputy Prime Minister discussed strategies to strengthen defence cooperation and expand collaboration in tourism. During the meeting, it added that they also highlighted their shared commitment to environmental protection and addressing the challenges posed by climate change. Concluding the meeting, both leaders reaffirmed their dedication to strengthening diplomatic ties, enhancing bilateral cooperation, and advancing strategic collaboration on shared priorities. Parliament refers to the Judiciary Committee for review of President Dr. Mohamed Moise's nominations for appointment to the Supreme Court. High Court Judge Mohammed Salim and former High Court Judge Abdullah Hamid have been put forward to fill 2 vacancies following the removal of Justice Dr. Azmirada Zahir and Mahaz Ali Zahir. The nominations were formally submitted during Monday's parliamentary session. The Supreme Court, which comprises 7 judges, have been operating with 2 vacant positions since the removal of Justices Azmirada Zahir and Mahaz Ali Zahir, whose dismissals stemmed from disciplinary proceedings. A parliamentary vote on 14th May resulted in their removal with 68 members supporting the motion. With these vacancies, the Judicial Service Commission JSC opened applications for Supreme Court appointments on 17th May, outlining eligibility criteria for prospective candidates. Applicants must be at least 30 years of age and hold a first degree qualification in Islamic Sharia law or combination of both. Additionally, candidates must have a minimum of 7 years experience as a judge or legal counsel. During the application period, 12 individuals submitted their candidatures. Based on recommendations from the JSC, President Moise selected judges Salim and Hamid, forwarding their nominations to Parliament. The Judiciary Committee now holds the responsibility of evaluating their qualifications and suitability for the role. President Dr. Mohammad Moise nominates non-resident ambassadors to Nepal, Ireland and Ukraine and forwards his nominations for Parliament endorsement. The President has nominated High Commissioner to India Aishat Azima to concurrently serve as the non-resident ambassador to Nepal. High Commissioner to the United Kingdom Irtisham Adam has been nominated to concurrently serve as the non-resident ambassador to Ireland, while ambassador to Belgium and the European Union Gila Ali will serve as the non-resident ambassador to Ukraine. The nominations were forwarded to the Parliamentary Foreign Relations Committee for vetting during Monday's Parliament sitting. In accordance with the Foreign Service Act, the President is mandated to secure parliamentary approval prior to appointing ambassadors and high commissioners to the nation's foreign missions. Australia gifts an Australian-built Guardian-class patrol boat to the Maldives. The announcement was made in a joint media release shortly after the meeting between Minister of Defence Mohammad Ghassan Mahmood and the visiting Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defence of Australia, Richard Marles. According to the media release, this announcement is a key milestone in the bilateral relationship between the two countries and a significant step towards enhancing Maldives' capability to protect its sovereign waters and contribute to maritime security in the Indian Ocean. The Guardian-class patrol boat will provide Maldives a more persistent presence in its vast exclusive economic zone to deter, detect and disrupt illegal maritime activities. In addition to the new vessel, Australia will also gift a multi-beam echo sounder to Maldives. The hydrographic equipment will support Maldives' capability to map its ocean floor, helping to ensure maritime safety and unlock economic development. Minister Ghassan described the gifting of a vessel to the Maldives National Defence Force as a testament to the strong and enduring partnership between the two nations. Deputy Prime Minister Marles said, in line with Australia's national defence strategy, Australia is working with partners across the Northeast Indian Ocean to maintain regional security and stability. The Guardian-class patrol boat is under construction and due for completion in 2026. Working closely with Maldives, Australia will develop a maintenance and sustainment package to support the vessel. Minister of Homeland Security and Technology Ali Hassan calls for stronger cooperation among Asia-Pacific nations to address the growing threat of cybercrimes. Speaking at the Asia-Pacific Telecommunity Ministerial Meeting 2025, he warned that while technological innovation has improved daily life, it has also heightened digital vulnerabilities. Held in Tokyo, Japan on 30th and 31st May, the Asia-Pacific Telecommunity Ministerial Meeting, APTMM, convened 38 ministers from across the region to assess key developments in information and communication technology. Minister Ihsan reaffirmed the Maldivian government's commitment to modernizing its technological infrastructure, outlining efforts to ensure nationwide access to digital services. At the center of this push, he elaborated, is the administration's digital transformation policy, which plays a pivotal role in President Dr. Mohammad Moise's Digital First Nation initiative.
As nations push forward with digital expansion, Minister Ihsan cautioned that cybercrime is emerging as a serious global threat, citing recent cases of financial fraud, data breaches, and unauthorized access to sensitive information. Without adequate protections, he noted such incidents could undermine efforts to foster technological advancements. In response, he advocated for comprehensive cybersecurity policies and stronger legislative measures, urging governments across the Asia Pacific to adopt a coordinated approach to safeguarding digital infrastructure. Established on 1st July 1979, the Asia Pacific Telecommunity APT serves as an intergovernmental organization dedicated to advancing telecommunications and ICT capabilities in the region. Founded through joint efforts by the United Nations Economic and Social Commissions for Asia and Pacific, UNESCAP, and the International Telecommunication Union, ITU, APT plays a crucial role in fostering collaboration among member states. The organization partners with telecommunications providers, technology firms, and research institutions to standardize policies, drive industry innovation, and strengthen regional connectivity. The Maldives has been an APT member since 1980, actively engaging in efforts to fortify its technological infrastructure.
The Maldives Marketing and Public Relations Corporation MMPRC launches a targeted summer campaign implementing a multi-market strategy to bolster tourist arrivals from Europe and key international markets. Designed to elevate the Maldives' prominence as both a summer and a winter destination, the initiative also seeks to drive early bookings for the forthcoming 2025 to 2026 winter season.
A dynamic mix of marketing efforts underpins this year's summer sale campaign, according to MMPRC, spanning digital platforms, out-of-home advertising, and influencer-driven promotions. Billboards across London's underground network and city buses feature striking visuals and ties in travellers to explore the Maldives, MMPRC said. This presence is reinforced by an interactive social media campaign aimed at fostering direct consumer engagement. As part of these efforts, MMPRC said that the Visit Maldives Week brings a series of high-profile activations to major European cities. From 14th to 20th May, events in Rome, Milan, Lyon, and Paris have showcased the country's seasonal offerings to travel industry professionals, media representatives, and influencers. The second phase, held from 2nd to 5th June, extended the initiative to Frankfurt, Munich, and Zurich. These engagements, according to MMPRC, have been structured to strengthen trade partnerships and generate early interest in winter bookings. Further amplifying its international reach, Visit Maldives has entered a strategic partnership with Liverpool Football Club, introducing digital advertisements on liverpoolfc.com and dispatching a dedicated email campaign to MyLFC subscribers worldwide. The collaboration, MMPRC said, aligned the Maldives brand with a premium lifestyle audience, ensuring exposure to millions of engaged supporters. Influencer-driven activations complement these efforts, generating aspirational travel content across Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. By directly engaging key source markets, MMPRC said that these initiatives reinforce the Maldives' visibility among international travelers. With no major summer-focused campaign launched in Europe last year, MMPRC seeks to bridge seasonal gaps by strengthening brand visibility during off-peak months. These efforts, it said, are designed to sustain steady tourist arrivals throughout the year, reinforcing the Maldives' reputation as a premier global holiday destination.
The government is set to open applications for the second phase of the Fasha Madadu loan program on 15th June, marking another step in its broader effort to support women entrepreneurs across the country. The program, administered by the SME Development Finance Corporation (SDFC), is part of a structured initiative to increase financial accessibility and strengthen women's participation in business.
Developed in line with a pledge by President Dr. Mohamed Moise, the scheme is designed to empower female entrepreneurs by providing targeted financial assistance. With economic inclusivity at its core, the program aims to remove barriers that have historically limited opportunities for women in the business sector. The loan scheme is being rolled out in 5 phases with a total allocation of 6.49 million US dollars. Each phase, including upcoming second stage, is designated 1.30 million US dollars. In a bid to widen access, 25% of available funds have been set aside for persons with disabilities, reinforcing efforts to ensure inclusivity. Financial support is structured to assist individuals launching new businesses with loans ranging from $6,485.88 to $32,429.58. Borrowers will be eligible for an annual interest rate of 6% alongside a grace period of up to 12 months. Repayment is spread across 7 years, ensuring manageable financial planning for recipients. The program's implementation brings together key government agencies, with the SDFC working in coordination with the Ministry of Economic Development and Trade and the Ministry of Social and Family Development.
European shares opens lower after rounding off monthly gains in May as US President Donald Trump's new tariff plans threatened to rekindle global trade tensions.
The continent-wide Stoxx 600 was down 0.2% as of 7/8 global time. Late on May 31st, Trump said he planned to increase tariffs on imported steel and aluminium to 50% from 25%, to which the European Union said it was prepared to retaliate. Steel companies in Europe fell, with ArcelorMittal down 1% and conglomerate ThyssenKrupp down 1.1%. The tariffs, which can impact automobiles, weighed on stocks of carmakers, with the sector down 1.2%. According to Olivia Roth, head of trading at ODDO BHF, European markets are also benefiting from Trump's unstable policies despite being down today. This week, the spotlight will be on the European Central Bank, which will announce its interest rate decisions on Thursday. Comments from Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and ECB President Christine Lagarde will be on tap alongside a slew of economic data out of the trade bloc.
Family members gathered at Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis to bid farewell to a Palestinian man who was killed after sustaining wounds near Rafah distribution site a day earlier.
More than 30 Palestinians were killed and nearly 170 injured on June 1st in South Gaza near a food distribution site, the Gaza Health Ministry said, as witnesses reported Israeli soldiers fired on people trying to collect aid and Israel denied it. The US-based Gaza Humanitarian Foundation said food was handed out without incident on Sunday at the distribution point in Rafah and there were no deaths or injuries. GHF released undated video to support its statement that showed dozens of people gathering around piles of boxes. Reuters could not independently verify the video or what took place. Witnesses said the Israeli military opened fires as thousands of Palestinians gathered to receive food aid. Israel's military said that an initial inquiry found soldiers had not fired on civilians while they were near or within the distribution site. The Hamas-controlled Gaza Health Ministry said 31 people were killed with a single gunshot wound to the head or chest from Israeli fire as they were gathered in the Al-Alam district aid distribution area in Rafah. It said 169 were injured. In addition to Israeli gunshots, residents and medics said an Israeli tank had opened fire at thousands of people en route to the Rafah site. Israel began its genocide in Gaza in response to the Hamas-led attack on southern Israel on October 7, 2023, which killed 1,200 people, mostly civilians according to Israeli tallies, and saw 251 taken as hostages in Gaza. Israel's genocide have devastated much of Gaza, killing more than 54,000 Palestinians and destroying most buildings. Much of the population now lives in shelters in makeshift camps. German motocross rider Manuel Lettenbichler claims his fourth straight win at the wildly treacherous Red Bull Augsburg Grodio hard enduro event in the Tyrol Mountains of Austria. Lettenbichler completed the difficult 35-kilometer course in 2 hours 49 minutes 17 seconds, with Briton Billy Bolt finishing in second place 11 minutes back. Bulgaria's Theodor Kabakshiv claimed the final step of the podium, finishing in 3 hours 13 minutes. The 27-year-old Lettenbichler is well known for his success on the FIM Hard Enduro Motocross Tour, winning championships in 2022 and 2023. The Augsburg Rodeo, which takes place in an open-pit iron mine and the surrounding mountains, saw just 14 riders complete the course before the 4-hour cutoff. A town in northern Colombia transforms one of its main streets into a giant slide, providing a thrill for both locals and visitors. Bicarasica, a town with some 6,000 residents, located in the Norte de Santander region, has created a space in the annual calendar for June 1st when residents get together to set up a giant slide to attract visitors and send the world a more positive image of the region. Norte de Santander previously made headlines due to the violent conflict affecting the Catatumbo region between ELN, National Liberation Army, guerrillas, and dissident factions of the FARC, Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia. The area, rich in natural resources and bordering Venezuela, is strategically significant for both illegal drug trafficking and illicit mining. The event, which featured a motorcade, started last year as a campaign promise from Mayor Oscar Perez to amuse residents. Eventually, with the support of social media influencers who came to visit the attraction, it became popular beyond their regional borders. That concludes news for now. Thank you for watching PSM News. Have a good day.